Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we left off after having explored the Academy and Trista. We found Milliam down in the old schoolhouse on the 7th floor. She was investigating the humanoid, like morph suit thingy, and, well, she was kind of psyched out about that thing, or she was very interested in that kind of technology, saying it's giving off a similar vibe as Ergadlim is, but not quite the same, and, well, we got her out of there. We are running around with her now. We're gonna listen to Chancellor Osborne's statement around noon, but first we have to find Crow. We have looked all over Trista. Crow is nowhere to be found. Crow apparently gave his stuff back, like all the stuff he borrowed from George, from Toa, from Angie, and right. That is a very unlike Crow thing to be doing, giving stuff back. He said it himself. Whenever he borrows stuff, he keeps it. He never gives anything borrowed back. That's what makes the 50 Mira he gave me so special. But, you know, let's ask Sharon about it. He isn't really leaving, is he?
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see either of you back so early. Welcome home.
Hello again, Sharon.
We're back! Oh, it seems all of your classes have been cancelled today. I heard from Lady Sarah that you would be remaining on the campus, though.
Well, that was the plan. Say, Crow hasn't been back here, has he?
Master Crow? Well, actually, he just returned a short while ago.
Oh, he did?
Indeed. However, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he left again.
Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here and came back to pick it up?
I don't know. Should we check his room just in case?
Yeah, might as well while we're here.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Crow, why you do this? Why so secretive? You can trust us. You're a jerk. I trust you more than I trust Sharon, friggin' hell. Master Crow has returned to his room not long ago. He seems to have departed again soon, however. Maybe he left something here and came to pick it up, or, well, I'll go check his room just to be sure. Master Crow returned to his room, but shortly after left. Yeah. Alright, Crow. Show me your stuff. That's about what I was expecting.
Looks like he did go out then. Still, don't you think his room's awfully tidy? I mean, for Crow.
Well, he was supposed to be moving out of here fairly soon. He must have been doing some cleaning. Anyway, it's almost noon. I guess we just have to head back to the classroom empty-handed for now.
Oh, Rean.
Yep, it's almost time for Gramps' speech. Still, I wonder where Crow went.
Train station.
Yeah. There's nowhere else around here I haven't checked, is there?
There is. Oh, yes, there is.
The station. I wonder if...
What are you two doing here? Come on, Ricky, you gotta understand. That lovely lady picked up and even took the time to hand-deliver that handkerchief to me after I dropped it. There's no way I can leave such an important treasure behind. I guess. Too bad you didn't confess your love to her on the spot, though. Then we'd just be able to go home right now. Wait a minute. Ricky, are you implying that I was guaranteed to be rejected? Why are you always so cruel to me, even when I'm suffering? Well, I don't care. I'm going to go back and get it back. And get it. You can go on ahead. You can go on ahead of me if you're that impatient. Anton went and fell for that pretty maid, which comes as no surprise knowing him. And just like always, he spent the past week too scared to actually tell her how he feels. Still, given everything that's going on, we are headed back to Liberl for now. I can't believe he left something behind at a time like this, though.
First, Giliath Fortress gets annihilated. Then Crossbell declaring independence effectively cuts the railroad in half.
Angelica, why'd you dress up as a employee at a train station? The heck?
It's been exhausting to deal with all the changes to the timetable these past few days.
I can only imagine how much all of this has impacted the running of the railways. Especially the Transcontinental Railroad not being quite so transcontinental anymore. That caused plenty of confusion.
Well, fortunately for us, running more trains on the Kreutzen main line has been enough to avoid too many problems at home.
God, that's weird.
Unfortunately, we've got no idea what's going on in Crossbell.
Is this the way it is for you guys? I mean, these are two in-game characters that I've noticed have the same voice actor, but I do all the voices, so it must be real weird for you guys because everybody has basically the same voice.
Yeah. We haven't heard anything from Lecter since he went there either.
That doesn't sound good. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Oh, he'll be fine.
He'll be
It'd
fine.
take more than they could muster to kill him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably be moving along. It doesn't look like Crow came through here after all.
Oh, you're looking for Crow? Come to think of it, I thought I saw someone who looked like him. It was about an hour ago.
Oh.
Really?
Well, I didn't really get a good look, to be honest. There were a lot of people milling around in the station, and I wasn't exactly looking for him.
I guess that's another lead that ended up going nowhere. It's almost time for the Chancellor's speech to start. We should get back to the Academy.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain I saw Crow boarding the train to Heimdall about an hour ago. Things have been pretty hectic here, though, so I'm not entirely sure. Sorry about that. He's not just going there for a leisurely stroll. He took all of his things, gave everything back, and left without a goodbye. That's just no good.
It's you.
Patrick, what are you doing here? I thought you would have gone back home.
Well, we don't have any classes today, so I was just resting in my room. Sure, I've been told to return home, repeatedly at this point. But as a member of the Four Great Houses, what dignity would I have were I to turn tail and run home at a time like this? Don't underestimate me, Schwarzer.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't dream of it. Is Class I planning on listening to the national address too?
We are. Personally, I can't stand the man, but we are in the middle of a national crisis. Those of us who elected to remain at the Academy are having a radio set up to hear the broadcast together.
Right.
You've got some strange classmates, though. Especially that second year. I know Heimdall's not all that far from Trista, but I'm not sure why he'd bother going to hear the speech in person.
What are you talking about?
Dude, you just heard her saying he went...
That Crow fellow. I met him outside the station this morning. Oh, he didn't tell you?
No, he didn't.
When I inquired, he said he wanted to hear the Chancellor's speech in person.
Crow.
Huh. I wouldn't have expected him to suddenly take an interest in politics. Well, at least we know where he went now. I guess that must have been Crow in the station earlier after all.
Seems like it.
I haven't a clue what you're babbling on about. Anyway, it's almost noon now. Shouldn't you be running along? You'll miss the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's get going, Milliam. Everyone else is waiting in the classroom.
Okay.
Thanks for the info, Patrick. That Crow. Leaving a bitter taste in my mouth. Same day, 11:55 a.m.
The clock's about to strike noon in Heimdall, with the Chancellor set to take the stage for his national address. With the situation in Crossbell and the destruction of Giliath Fortress still fresh in the national consciousness, the message he has today will undoubtedly shape the future of Erebonia and with it, our lives. Our reporter is joining us now live from Dreikel's Plaza.
Sounds like he's about to start.
Oh, I hate this. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah, butterflies in your stomach are not the worst that could happen.
This is Misty, coming to you live from Heimdall.
Huh? Why is Misty...
Oh, it's the host from Abendheim.
At least that's a reassuring voice to hear at a time like this.
How? Emma?
What's wrong?
The woman talking on the radio, she's... You all know her?
Who, Misty? Of course. She hosts the radio show Abendheim every Sunday night at 9.
I've seen her out and about in Trista, too. She always looks so fashionable. Though, considering Abendheim is broadcast by Radio Trista, it makes sense that's where she'd be.
Huh? Do you know her or something?
The Chancellor's standing at the podium, and it looks like he's about ready to begin. Let's hear what he has to say.
Citizens of Heimdall, fellow countrymen, Erebonians far and wide, I thank you for your attention. I am Giliath Osborne, your Chancellor and the acting representative of the Imperial Government. We stand today in the face of an uncertain future. All of you, I'm sure, are aware of what has transpired in recent weeks. Crossbell, our erstwhile province, has defiantly declared its independence. And as its parting shot, frozen the assets entrusted to them by the hard-working men and women of Erebonia. As we have moved to safeguard our national interests, armed conflicts have broken out on our borders. Our enemies point to this as an example of Erebonian aggression, but nothing could be further from the truth. We acted in accordance with our duties as a colonial power. All we have done as is our sovereign right. The Imperial hand may be firm, but it is fair. These traitors, however, have shown the world that they are neither. With an unknown weapon of mass destruction, they have annihilated Giliath Fortress, the stronghold that has long protected the very gates of this country. I ask you, brothers and sisters of the Empire, do we allow such an odious act to go unpunished? Do we sit idle as the pride and dignity of our great nation is spat upon and trampled underfoot? We cannot, we must not, and we will not.
How very diplomatic of you.
With blood and with iron we shall mete out justice.
Listen to him go.
Oh, he's quite the orator, that's for sure.
Well, he's certainly not out to upend my expectations.
Milliam? What are you doing?
Nope, can't get through. No surprise there, I guess.
Who are you trying to call?
What is all this about?
Oh, it's part of my mission. The most important part, actually. If only I'd caught on a little sooner. But considering he managed to outwit Claire, Lecter, and even Gramps, I suppose Crow's earned this victory.
What? What does Crow have to do with this?
Huh. So that's your angle. You came because you had a potential lead on C, and you couldn't look into it from the outside. Is that it?
See. Crow.
What? As in the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front?
But he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, right.
The Intelligence Division looked at all of C's actions so far and drew up a list of potential suspects. And one possibility we couldn't dismiss was that he had ties to this academy somehow. But after C and his cronies got blown up aboard their airship in the mine, we thought it was a moot point. Looks like we spoke too soon, though. I can't believe how bad we screwed this up.
Are you seriously suggesting that it's Crow? That it's been him all along?
Crow was with us in the mine right up until he went with the miners to escort them back to the surface, right?
Yeah, and then his route back ended up blocked off by a cave-in, so he wasn't able to reach us until later.
But what if he actually used another route to get there ahead of us?
Then fought us wearing that masked helmet and cape.
Before making it look like he boarded the airship, then sneaking back around to join the others like nothing happened.
Madness. No one would stake their entire plan on such a precarious stunt.
Perhaps we can read the evidence that way, but there are a few leaps in logic that bother me.
Besides, remember when the terrorists escaped from Giliath Fortress? We heard C talking to us. And not just then. He was addressing us just before the airship exploded in the mine, too.
That's true, on both counts.
And Crow was with us the whole time during everything that went down in Giliath. He never left our sight.
Right. No mistaking it.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there's no way he could be...
He could have recorded a message in advance and played it back.
Oh.
And the airship that exploded? It could have been controlled remotely. His alibi seems airtight, but once you account for things like that, it starts looking pretty questionable.
Makes it most likely that the one who actually destroyed the airship in the mine in Rower was Crow himself.
Yep. And if C's still alive, that means the other ringleaders probably are too.
Then right now, Crow is...
Oh no.
He said he was headed to Drykel's Plaza, didn't he?
If a skilled sniper has their eye on you, you let your guard down for even a second and bang, you're dead. If he's the one who shot down the airship in the mine...
Then it's checkmate for the Chancellor. Crow's already won.
We stand at the brink of nothing less than a national crisis. In such tumultuous times, we must set aside our differences. We must look past the ideologies that divide us. I will not deny the rift that has grown between the reformist and noble factions, especially in recent times. But how childish, how insignificant such squabbles seem when the enemy marshals its strength beyond our borders. I have met with His Majesty the Emperor, and have secured permission to embark on the course we now must. Thus, in the name of the Emperor, and as the representative of the Imperial Government, I hereby proclaim
Same sniper rifle.
that the Empire's full military might shall be gathered together from all branches and divisions to deliver unto Crossbell a swift response to their impudence and to form a bulwark against the threat from the east.
Go finish your speech in hell.
Well played, Armbrust.
Well, that was anticlimactic. And there's our coup de grace. Now, just have to add the finishing touches.
Hands in the air! It really was you all along. To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust, from the Jirai SEZ.
Aw, and here I thought I'd managed to cover my tracks like a real pro. So, who put all the pieces together? I bet it was Arundel, wasn't it?
We just received confirmation a short while ago. If you hadn't been so difficult to pin down, we would have had this investigation finished up already. How could you? How could you?
You know, this really brings back the memories. It's a lot like when Jirai was annexed by the Empire 8 years ago. You let your guard down, you lose. That's how your boss's favorite little game works, isn't it? Well, he lost. And now he won't be playing any of his games again. Ever.
You! Get on the ground! I don't know how you managed to plan all of this, but you'll tell us eventually. I'll see to that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
As if he's alone.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed a shocking turn of events. Chancellor Osborne has been shot by an unknown assailant. He's currently being rushed into urgent care. We'll bring you more on the situation as it develops.
What is that? It's coming closer.
It looks like we may not be out of the woods yet, folks. A large silver craft has been sighted in the sky to the south, and it seems to be headed toward the capital. But hearing a radio broadcast just isn't the same as seeing it unfold yourselves, is it? So how about I give you Thor students a special treat? Just my way of saying thanks for the fun I had at the festival.
Wait, what's she talking about?
Was she speaking directly to us just now?
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
What the?
Yeah. What the?
Isn't that the plaza in Heimdall?
Emma, time to explain.
This is one of the Azure Abyss's incantations. Phantasmagoria!
I've heard that before. Azure Abyss. They could have at least made it a little more high definition, you know? The bluebird. Worse is that makes me want to sing Winter Wonderland. Is that our little weapon of mass destruction? Our little weapon? 250 Arch class aerial battleship. Noble Alliance Forces flagship, Pantagruel. I know what that thing is. What the actual fuck? First Armored Division, Heimdall Garrison.
What is that thing?
All of Erebonian's forces, or the most of Erebonian's forces, are on the eastern border. So there's not particularly much that could stop an invasion happening directly in the frickin' capital.
I know, but it ain't one of ours. It's time to avenge His Excellency.
Yeah, big shot.
Fire! Where did it... What?
Who is manning these? As you well know, those are mechs. That is what Crow was looking at, basically. Not that they could have built it that fast, but he had an interest in those for a reason.
What are those things?
Humanoid combat armors, courtesy of Reinford's 5th Development Division, staunch supporters of the Noble Alliance. Knights for the modern age, modeled after a stunning historical example and made of hardened steel from toe to crown. We call them the Panzersoldaten.
Oh, come on, don't make it Panzersoldaten.
But how did... Don't move!
Sorry, I don't take orders from you. Zephyr should be able to secure Valflame Palace just fine on their own.
Zephyr. Oh boy, Fee's gonna be happy.
But I've got my own score to settle.
No! What?
See ya, Icy Maiden.
Man, that was a bit of a letdown, huh? I'll give him an A for effort.
But we're talking about the Imperial capital here? Is that the best they could muster on their home turf?
The hard part's still ahead.
Oh, so the goons that, Lord something back with Viscount Arcade was dragging along.
Most of the Imperial army's putting out fires across the country. But they'll be back soon enough now. And who knows? They might have some anti-Soldats countermeasures up their sleeves.
Hey, anything can happen. Guess the ones to watch out for are the 3rd, 4th, and 7th Armored Divisions, huh? I wonder whose side our little princess will take.
That's for Fee to decide. The boss would have wanted it that way.
Splendidly done, Grianos. I see you were able to share the sweetest notes of my aria with our little friends.
I find myself reminded afresh of the brilliance with which you shine as the second Anguis.
So Ouroboros was more than just involved.
Lady Vida Clotilde. Vast is the stage, and beauteous the performance of the Azure Abyss.
That's quite the compliment, considering your standards on beauty. Still, first Liberl, then Crossbell, and now here in Erebonia. Don't you think you're getting a little too greedy for your own good?
Your chastisement cuts deep. We'll be proceeding with the next step of the Phantasmal Blaze plan, I presume.
I have heard of that one, too. Boy. For all of you who haven't heard of Phantasmal Blaze, there was... Did I actually... I linked that. Did I? I think so. In Trails in the Sky the Third, there was mention of the Phantasmal Blaze plan.
Yes, indeed. The bells are tolling for Crossbell, and preparations here are complete.
Clotilde of the Abyss. But doesn't look like they're working directly, like, it doesn't look like they're supporting one another. Just looks like Ouroboros manipulated the Imperial Liberation Front into this.
Still, even this grand an undertaking is but a jewel in a greater crown. The second stage of the Orpheus final plan. The symphony awaits us. Let the second movement commence.
It's time.
Is this really happening?
It is. I'm certain of it. Phantasmagoria is an arcane art known to the Witch of the Abyss, capable of showing scenes and visions across great distances. The woman you know as Misty is something of a sister of mine.
Wait, the Witch of the Abyss?
Are you saying that's who Misty really is?
I feel like any moment I'm going to wake up in my bed to find I just dreamt all this.
If only it was. But we have no choice but to accept that it's real.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to worry about that later. Right now, we've got two more pressing concerns. The Chancellor's been shot, and Heimdall's been occupied.
Oh no! I hope my father's alright.
Damn. Please, let Saint Estrella be safe.
That gargantuan airship, those Panzer Soldats. I have no doubts that they were bankrolled and manufactured by the noble faction.
I saw them there. My old family. All this time I never knew what happened to them. And now there they are.
Fee wasn't with us in Legram, was she?
Fee.
So you know those men? I remember meeting them briefly in the Gram.
They're former members of Zephyr. Used to be one of the continent's strongest Jaeger corps. It looks like the Noble faction hired them to do their dirty work, just like the Imperial Liberation Front. On top of that...
It looks like our guess about C's identity was right on the money. But I don't know what that cool blue thing was he flew off in.
Crow, why did you do it?
On behalf of the Student Council, I'd like to ask all of you to remain calm. I'm sure you all experienced that strange vision during the broadcast, and the principal has an announcement he'd like to make about it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Principal Van Dyke speaking. I'm sorry to say there's a strong likelihood that what you just saw is really happening in Heimdall. However, it's important to note that we don't yet have confirmation or any official word on the situation. I'm doing all I can to find out what's going on, but in the meantime, I ask for your patience and understanding.
So all the other classes saw it too.
How could she use a national radio broadcast to show something to just us and no one else? Is that even possible?
For her, it is, with little difficulty at that.
Yo, Sarah here. Who's... Neidhart? An emergency meeting. Right away? What? Of course, I'll be right there. Yeah, understood. I'll meet you in front of the main gate. All right, class. I've got to step out for a bit to take care of some business. But no matter what happens, you are not to leave this building. Is that clear?
What's going on?
I'm not sure, but it's obvious something strange is happening.
Can this day even get stranger than it already is?
What's wrong, guys?
I hear something to the west, and it's getting closer.
Several armored cars are approaching. And it sounds like they have some of those armored suits with them.
You've got to be kidding.
First Heimdall, now Trista? Are they planning on taking over the academy?
Sure looks that way. Notable members from both factions have kids enrolled here, and there are plenty of important people like the principal. So either they're looking to preemptively protect their own or take the others hostage. Could be either, even both.
This is absurd.
Whatever their intentions, we can't allow them to harm innocent people.
Do you think that's where the instructors went? To try and fight them off?
Those giant armors tore through the army's tanks like they were nothing more than toys. Our instructors are strong, but with what they're up against, I'm worried they might not be enough.
We have the prototype in our old schoolhouse. They said they're hard steel from feet to crown. I think that's in the old schoolhouse. It's not steel. That is superior, by far.
I'm not sure how much help we'd be, or if we'll even be able to put a dent in them. But right now, they need all the support they can get. They need Class VII.
They'll have it.
I'm with you.
You have my sword.
I didn't really wake up today planning to fight enemies that can gut a tank.
None of us did. But this battle came to us, so we'll draw the line here.
Yeah, Shotgun Man, you get it.
I'll do everything I can to defend this school and its students.
Emma, what you can do right now is friggin' explain what the heck you are and why the heck you know everything and...
I take no issue with humbling those that befoul the spirit of true nobility.
Guess I'll help too. I wonder how Lamia'll match up against those giants.
We haven't got a lot of time, so let's move out.
All right, let's do this.
Quote unquote, you're not to leave this building?
in Adios' name is going on here? I saw the instructors leaving the academy through the front gate.
Oh, they already left?
Patrick, you have to stay here. You can't let them take over this building. Work with the other students as best you can.
Schwarzer?
What are they?
What in Adios' name is going on? I heard a war started in Heimdall.
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be safe here.
We'll show you to the auditorium. You can bunker down there.
Toa! George!
Rean!
What are you doing here?
You aren't...
You're not planning on going to help the instructors, are you?
Of course we are.
That's exactly what we're planning.
I'd bring shame to the Arcade name if I were to willingly allow such insolence and dishonor to fester.
We're not gonna push our luck, but we want to give them every little bit of support we can.
You can't be serious.
If that video's anything to go by, you'd be going up against some seriously dangerous weapons. The chances of you overcoming a force like that is... well, I don't even want to say. Are you really sure this is what you want to do?
We are. This academy has given us a lot. We've made friends here, learned to better ourselves. And we'll be damned if we're going to let them just take that away!
You guys...
Oh boy, the instructors told me not to let you past if you tried to come through here.
All right. As Student Council President, I hereby grant you permission to head through. But don't forget, you're still students. This may be a military academy, but that doesn't mean you're soldiers. If you ever feel like your lives are in danger, even a little bit, you get out of there, okay?
Our lives are in danger right fucking now. Don't even give me that
Run away.
speech.
Surrender. I don't care what you do, just please don't die out there. Promise me.
Of course.
We promise.
At least make sure you've got everything you need before you go then. I've got my tools on me, so if you guys need any last-minute modifications to your Arcus units, I'll take care of it.
We're still fully equipped. So of course we'll use the same strike team we used before. Thing is, Crow ain't with us anymore, and he probably didn't give me back his stuff. So who to use? Elliot for healing. So, do I have everything Crow had? Crow was equipped with Mobius. I still have Mobius. Although what Elliot will equip is Cannon. And thus what Uses will equip is Mobius. What do I want it to be this way? I don't, do I? It means if I give you Mobius, you have to take the Scandigen. Still have a Quilleen lying around. Of course I do. Yeah, of course I friggin' do. What are the arts I have on this? Only single target healing. I will take an attack here, or will I take HP? You definitely want Holy Breath. You need the Scanda Gem instead of Holy Breath. I want you to be prepared. Seraphic Ring. Don't care about that at all, but I'll give it to you. Aerial Breath Recuria. Why do you have that? Because it's a green slot. Impassion, Dark Matter. I'm happy with that, actually. This time I will need to use immunity here, and you have Callium Zalarion. Who is able to cast immunity? You aren't. You are able to use Adamantine Shield. You are not. Okay, I'll need Adamantine Shield on you. With what are you able to cast that? With Genbu, no. And with Megalith. I have that on Eliza. Problem is that's extremely expensive, and Elliot of course has not significantly more EP than Eliza, so I'm actually happy with that on Eliza, question mark. I guess we are. I guess we are. I'll just have to use it. I do need speed. As dumb as it is to just equip Chrono Drive. You are not going to use physical attacks. I want you to be support only. Chrono Burst, you already have that. MP2 as if. Cast would absolutely be useful. I need you to be able to heal. Honestly, I wish Cannon had an increase in arts range. Absorb magic attacks has been absolute garbage for me in boss fights. Let's, with Emma, instead take Mistral. Area +1. Still takes another ages for that thing to level up. Offensive arts. Its damage up, its HP drops, no way. Wish I had leveled this. This is a very, very strong quartz, as you can see. EP maximum. Yeah, it has the maximum EP output out of all the master quartzes. But nope, Cannon it is. I just have to make sure that everybody is in range. It will give you Adamantine Shield. I will give you more HP because you are friggin... Let's not talk about it, okay? I hope we're good with that. Minus 35 arts, minus 5 speed. I will not take that. Do I really want this? Arts defense. As if you need arts defense. Come on, Eric. Strength, arts, defense plus 75. Prevents delay, abnormal status, stat down. Medal of Dawn. An esteemed medal given to students who reach rank A0. Holy shit. That is a good item. Goodbye, Passionate Rogue. Hello, everything better. And I will actually equip that on you. And Abyss Shadow, speed plus 15. Goes to someone else. I want you not with speed plus 15, but with extreme damage. Steel Blue arts up, and EP and arts up. That is awesome. Evergreen. 59% dodge. Yeah, right. Medal of Vigor. Prevent stat down. Prevent delay. Had a little bit of arts here. You are not my main force. Don't even unequip that, you asshat. Right. So apparently we're talking to everybody. Oh, you're not serious. You're not serious, please. Well then. Well then, we are going to be talking to everybody before we leave. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!